Hi friends, welcome to another episode of the Enneagram Workshops Coaching Conversations. And we are going to talk a little bit about relationships today. Now, relationships and the Enneagram is obviously something that will take many podcast videos, Instagram posts, content, blog, all of that, because there's so much to get into and it's super important. It helps tremendously to know and understand the Enneagram when it comes to relating with people for obvious reasons. But I have intentionally not gone there yet because it has to start with our own individual work, doing things like self-observation, getting a good meditation practice in, getting grateful and practicing gratitude around our type, accepting our type for what it is, being able to identify wing versus core number. All of these things that I have trained on up until this point are incredibly important and really does have to start with us before we can branch out into building relationships and understanding how all of that works. But today I did want to do a quick little conversation on how the Enneagram serves us in relationships, because this illustration came to me as I was looking back over some old photos of a trip that my family and I took to Paris. We took our 4 small kids. They were ranging in ages from 2 to 8, and then the middle kids are somewhere in between there. And we had the best time. We went to this one museum that had Monet's water lilies on display. And if you don't know how Monet's water lilies painting is displayed, it's basically 4 giant panoramic paintings of this pond and the water lilies on the pond. And there's weeping willows hanging over the water, and in some areas it's just covered in the water lilies. In other areas it's more of the water and the beautiful fluidity of his brush strokes and his artwork. It's incredible, but you can't view the whole thing all at once. It's too large. You can look at one spot and then pan over and get one of the 4 panels in, if you turn your head from side to side, even one panel, you can't take the whole thing in from one place. It's too big. And also, you don't want to, because there's so much beauty in the details. There's so much beauty in the way the shadows and the light falls. And when we talk about the Enneagram and all of the different numbers, it's basically each number is just putting its attention and focus on a different part of the painting that we know as our life experience. So if I were to look at Monet's water lilies and just be captivated by the way this one branch of the weeping willow falls down and cascades over this part of the pond, that has got my attention. And it is beautiful. And my husband or my son may be over behind me looking at another moodier, darker part of the painting, and that has their attention. Because the truth is, we cannot give every single part of the painting our attention all at the same time. It's too much. And our eyes are drawn to one part for a reason, because that's what interests us. That's what pulls us in. That's what makes us say, oh, wow, that takes my breath away. That's amazing. Much in the same way, every Enneagram number is focused on a different part. Some numbers are so focused on people. People are just everything to them. It's what draws their interest. It's what takes up their thoughts, their energy, their emotions. Others of us are very focused on practical things. What needs to get done? Who needs me? How are we moving forward? That's what draws our attention. And when I think of the Enneagram in this way, it helps me, because it's not just that we all see the world through different colored glasses or something like that. It's that we are literally focused and our attention and energy is drawn to a different part of an equally beautiful painting. There is no bad number, just like there's no bad part of Monet's water lilies to sit and enjoy. It's all good. It's all beautiful. However, if we never move beyond that one part and sweep across and expand to be able to enjoy the entire painting, we do miss out. And sometimes we need the Enneagram's help. We need others' help to allow us to pull back from that one spot in the painting that we love and see the rest of the picture and experience different perspectives and appreciate the artistry all around us. That's what the Enneagram does. And that's how we are able to integrate with others, to appreciate others, to communicate with others, to speak their language, so to speak, because we realize there's more of the painting to see. And until I did Enneagram work, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know there was another way to see the world. I didn't even know there was anything beyond that one weeping willow cascading down over the lake and the beautiful water lilies below. And my life is so much richer knowing that there's more to see, knowing that there's more to experience, and having the discipline, because sometimes it is hard. It does take discipline. It does take work to pull out from my one perspective and